You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey, your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now?
Man, let me tell you something. I was on vacation with Sam one time, Samuel Jackson. We was in Portofino, we had finished dinner one time. We walking back to go get on this boat. Hey, you're Samuel Jackson, I want to take a picture. He said, what's the magic word, motherfucker?
In a recent turn of events, comedian Katt Williams has unleashed a storm of controversy, taking aim at Hollywood heavyweights Steve Harvey and Samuel L. Jackson. Williams isn't mincing words, alleging that Harvey's rise to fame isn't as pristine as it appears, stirring up a cauldron of drama that's captivated Tinseltown. The tension between Harvey and Jackson has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Despite their stature as influential figures, rumors of discord have surfaced, leaving many to wonder what skeletons Harvey might be concealing that have prompted Jackson to confront him head-on. Williams has delved into the purported feud, suggesting that Harvey may have disparaged the late Bernie Mac behind closed doors, vying for the spotlight himself. Hollywood's glittering facade is being peeled back, revealing the gritty underbelly of competition and resentment. While Jackson is renowned for his wit and humor, this time his focus seems squarely on business. Whispers of hidden truths lurking in Harvey's closet have piqued Jackson's interest, hinting at a potential showdown that could rock Hollywood to its core. Harvey, with his trademark comedic charm, has won over audiences with his radio show and daytime talk gig, becoming a household name. However, not everyone is singing his praises. Jackson's skepticism runs deep, casting doubt on Harvey's onstage persona and off-screen demeanor. Recent revelations from Jackson have shed light on a rift between the two, stemming from a chance encounter a few years ago. Despite appearances of camaraderie during a luxurious vacation, Jackson has disclosed that the interaction was far from genuine, unveiling a side to their relationship that few had suspected. The plot thickens as Williams, Jackson, and Harvey find themselves embroiled in a web of intrigue, each with their own perspective on the brewing conflict. As tensions escalate and secrets threaten to surface, the stage is set for a Hollywood showdown of epic proportions, leaving audiences on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next twist in this gripping saga.
Steve Harvey, I hear y'all take vacations together on the yacht or something.
Well, we get on the boat with Magic and Cookie. Steve and Marjorie have their own boat.
So that means y'all got room for me on that other boat.
One year we got a boat, LaTanya and I got a boat, Cookie and Irvin had their boat, Steve had their boat, and there was this dope-ass picture that we took of all three yachts with a drone going together.
You see that? That's some boss
in
stuff
a row.
right there.
So
wow.
It was like a, you know, it was a big rich black folk picture.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
But it was so dope.
Man, that sounds amazing.
It was amazing. But yeah, but we run into each other out there, but now.
According to Jackson, he and his girlfriend were casually cruising to their vacation spot when they unexpectedly ran into Harvey and his partner. Jackson's expression was priceless as he revealed that their encounter with Steve was purely coincidental, devoid of any Hollywood drama. However, Samuel L. Jackson's vibes with Harvey seem off, hinting at a dynamic that might trace back to Jackson's close bond with Bernie Mac. Interestingly, Bernie had Steve Harvey as his wingman during their comedy days. Bernie Mac's comedic prowess was legendary. He could effortlessly roast crowds, leaving them in stitches. Back when Harvey and Mac were part of the same comedy crew, Harvey allegedly sidelined Bernie, displaying self-centered behavior. Rumors suggest that Harvey consistently attempted to steal Bernie's spotlight, portraying a pattern of jealousy towards Bernie's unique comedic style. Flashback to the early 2000s, the original Kings of Comedy show featured Harvey alongside D.L. Hewley, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie Mac. They formed a formidable comedy quartet, smashing records and making a significant impact on the comedy scene. Harvey, known for his smooth moves and quick banter, contrasted Bernie's deep dive into real-life issues with intense humor. Rumors persisted about tension between Harvey and Bernie during the Kings of Comedy tour, which recent revelations seem to confirm. Cedric spilled details on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, indicating that the feud between Harvey and Bernie had substantial consequences. This feud even prevented the Kings of Comedy crew from embarking on another tour.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they were the kind of guys that they both alpha males, you know, like they both, you know, they just saw it different, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they was able to get through it.
You guys, is that one of the reasons why you didn't do you did it. You did the first. You did the first part. You did the second part.
I think, of course, that was, definitely a contributing circumstance. But I also think that it had a lot to do with the promoter on the thing, because he got a bigger head than all of us. Right. So the dude that put us all together started to really think it was about him. So it started to be that. So it was a lot of those kind of elements in there where people just
sometimes people just wrote it good.
Back in 2003, Bernie Mac shook things up in an interview with GQ magazine, dropping some truth bombs. He claimed that Harvey harbored jealousy and attempted to interfere with his movie opportunities. Naturally, Harvey couldn't let that pass. In a 2010 interview, he opened up about how Bernie's words stung him. But fans weren't entirely convinced by Harvey's side of the story. Considering the tight bond between Samuel L. Jackson and Bernie Mac, it's understandable why Jackson might not be extending any holiday cheer to Steve Harvey. Their relationship wasn't just casual. They were practically family in the industry. While many remember them as bandmates on a journey to honor their lead singer, the depth of Samuel Jackson and Bernie Mac's bond went far beyond the screen. In Soul Men, Jackson and Mac portrayed characters who shared a musical past, embarking on a poignant road trip to pay homage to their late frontman. Tragically, Bernie Mac fell ill and succumbed to pneumonia in August after filming Wrapped. Bernie Mac wasn't your run-of-the-mill comedian. He was a titan in the world of comedy. Known for The Bernie Mac Show and the iconic Kings of Comedy tour, which was later turned into a film by Spike Lee, Mac's journey to fame was riddled with hardships. Losing his mother at a young age hit him hard, pushing him through menial jobs just to scrape by. But Bernie found solace and purpose in laughter. He immersed himself in stand-up comedy, determined to spread joy. His legacy transcends mere jokes. It's about resilience in the face of adversity, turning life's struggles into comedic gold. Bernie's mantra was simple: be the best and stay true to yourself. He wasn't driven by fame or the desire to outshine others. Bernie's sole aim was to bring laughter to people from all walks of life. For him, comedy was more than a profession, it was a calling. According to Bernie, if you're genuinely good at what you do, success will naturally follow. There's no need to chase after money. Enter Steve Harvey, whose perspective on wealth and success diverges significantly from Bernie's. In interviews, Harvey nonchalantly mentioned earning around $10 million annually from his radio work, dismissing it as a mere pittance. This disparity in money mindset speaks volumes about how these two individuals view the world. However, for Harvey, it's not solely about the cash. His life has been marred by controversies, despite his public image as the quintessential family man. Steve Harvey's personal journey has been akin to the plot twists in his own shows. Accusations have swirled around, from him being labeled a less than stellar host to allegations of mistreating his former wife and children. Despite being portrayed as a poster boy for family values, Steve Harvey has walked down the aisle multiple times, sparking questions about his commitment to those values. Recently, activist A.C. Berry raised bombshell accusations about Harvey's conduct, potentially tarnishing his squeaky clean image. Beyond his comedic prowess, Harvey has found success in Hollywood as an actor, producer, and writer. However, his path to success was far from smooth, requiring relentless hustle. His second marriage to Mary Shackelford, with whom he shares a son named Winton, was particularly tumultuous. Despite his attempts to frame his ups and downs as valuable life lessons, the reality appears more complex. Harvey's personal and professional challenges challenge the perception of his seemingly perfect image, revealing the complexities behind the smile. Following a tumultuous divorce, Mary didn't mince words regarding Steve's swift transition to his current wife, Marjorie Harvey. She found it unsettling how quickly he moved on. Matters escalated when Mary alleged that Steve cheated on her with Marjorie toward the end of their marriage. Despite Steve's denial, his rapid marriage to Marjorie after their split raised suspicions. The drama deepened as Mary accused Steve of not only infidelity, but also mistreating their son. Mary claimed to have returned home post-divorce to find her son with bruises on his face, attributing them to Steve's actions. She filed a $60 million lawsuit against him, listing charges ranging from child endangerment to intentional infliction of emotional distress. Steve retaliated by obtaining an injunction against Mary, and the court imposed a gag order on her, prompting speculation about hidden motives. Mary later defied the gag order, divulging more details to a magazine. This breach hinted at potential manipulation behind the scenes, casting doubt on the integrity of the legal proceedings. I didn't violate any court orders. This is about you're not supposed to be talking to anybody about your divorce. That's what they're saying. I'm like, this is America. The entire saga has left a plethora of lingering questions in its wake. The shroud of secrecy surrounding the ordeal, coupled with the ensuing legal battles, has begun to tarnish Steve Harvey's image as the love guru. Fans are starting to speculate whether Harvey's personal life might be messier than his polished advice columns imply. But it doesn't stop there. Harvey finds himself embroiled in a separate controversy within the comedy realm. Comedians hold their jokes sacred, abiding by an unwritten rule against poaching material. Yet, it appears Harvey has been stirring trouble by allegedly appropriating jokes from fellow comedians. Funnyman Mark Curry has been vocal about Harvey purportedly pilfering his material, dating back to Harvey's NBC talk show days. The murmurs in the comedy community suggest Harvey has a habit of liberally borrowing from his peers. What's more, rumors hint at strained relations between Harvey and Samuel L. Jackson, partially fueled by these alleged joke borrowings. The tension between Harvey and Curry intensifies as Curry accuses Harvey of snatching not just one, but two of his jokes, with claims that he confronted Harvey about it previously to no avail. In essence, Harvey and Curry find themselves knee-deep in a comedy feud, with Curry boldly asserting that Harvey, the former host of Little Big Shots on NBC, has repeatedly appropriated his jokes despite prior warnings.
Ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that.
On what show?
When he was on his the bullshit talk show he had, and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching that. Somebody called me and said, "Man, homeboy doing your material." So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. And this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you don't have to do that, homeboy.
Right.
So, motherfucker, you made enough money, bitch ass.
Wow.
You made enough money, you did enough. Why are you on my material?
Right.
What's that
The
about?
tension between Steve and Mark escalated as Steve vehemently denied the allegations, challenging Mark to name the supposedly stolen jokes. His denial was fierce, telling Mark to get a life and a career, and swearing he hadn't stolen a joke in 35 years. However, Mark had evidence to support his claims, intensifying the comedy showdown. Adding to the drama, other comedians like Katt Williams sided with Mark, despite his long-standing feud with Steve dating back to 2008. In 2008, Steve Harvey and Katt Williams were embroiled in controversy when Williams publicly criticized Harvey right before a Christmas season show. The situation spiraled when Jamie Foxx, then a radio host, aired a clip of Williams dissing Harvey. Williams, on the phone, hinted at an upcoming comedy gig and apologized in advance for what he planned to do on stage: dethrone Harvey as the king of comedy. Steve, caught off guard by the escalating feud, called in bewildered by the chaos. The confrontation between Steve, Mark, and Katt Williams injected a new level of drama into the comedy world, leaving audiences and fans eagerly awaiting the outcome of this unexpected showdown.
A lot of the interviews that's going on in Detroit, and to be honest with you, like I told you on the show, Jamie, I don't really know where it's coming from, because comedians, man, I don't, man, we don't got beefs.
No.
I ain't got my squad ain't finna whoop your squad ass. Jimmy Mack.
My squad can't fight them.
Boomerang. Man, that ain't what we do, man. I don't know where that spirit is coming from. I don't know why.
He informs Jamie and the crew that he's always been chill with Katt, even confessing that back in LA, he didn't even recognize who Katt Williams was.
I've always been cool with Katt. He said in an interview that back in LA when I didn't know who he was, I understand that I didn't know who he was when I was on the radio in LA. He hadn't been in any movies or anything. And, the brother was just not that known, but he was talking about me in the clubs, and I just asked on the radio whoever Katt Williams is to call me.
In a recent interview, Katt Williams unleashed on Steve Harvey, accusing him of dirty tactics like joke theft and cozying up to Hollywood elites. Williams alleged Harvey stole show ideas, including from Mark Curry's sitcom. He claimed Harvey was jealous of Bernie Mac and attempted to interfere with his movie roles, even stirring tension over roles in Ocean's 11. Williams didn't hold back, spilling the tea on their years-long beef.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good Oba-Kaby and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range.
Katt persistently asserted that during Steve's appearance on Club Shet, he attempted to portray a nonchalant attitude regarding his disinterest in becoming a movie star.
Felt like they was movie stars. I never saw myself as a movie star. I always knew.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Because you kind of like stayed in your lane. You see, Sid branched off, Bernie did movies. You kind of stayed. I mean, you had a couple of roles, but that didn't seem to be your passion. That didn't seem to be where you wanted to go.
Never read for a movie, man. Didn't care nothing about it. I was a TV star.
According to Katt, Steve was covertly aiming to surpass Bernie Mac, vying for movie roles. Katt delved into Steve's marital history, alleging he altered tales of which wife aided his success, shifting credit between them. Bernie Mac.
They came to me. I was supposed to be the fourth king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him.
He revealed that he had been offered a position as the fourth member of the Comedy Kings, but declined due to Steve's purported mistreatment of Bernie Mac.
Now, I had learned the lesson when I was homeless. I was good.
Right.
And I told him, I said, hey, God, I'm good. You know, I got it. I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but trust me, I got it.
The narrative concerning Steve's homelessness was entirely fabricated. With him.
This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week.
The Katt is also claiming that Mark was out there touring and making money with him. It appears that it's not just Katts who have a less than favorable opinion of Steve Harvey. It seems the entire world might be viewing him with skepticism. One person wrote Katt Williams has paid hard for saying things the way they really are as far as Steve Harvey. Steve has never been funny, but he has been good at playing the role of somebody who is very likable and personable, and people laugh with him because they feel like he is one of them. Nothing could be further from the truth. However, there has always been something off, like the videos showing him dressed up as a Muslim telling people that they need to come into alignment with what sounds like the new world religion that's kind of Oprah, is where the person is being used as a tool of propaganda because people like and trust them. I think Steve is sold out to more than just the industry, but you have to do that if you want to be a leader in the industry, and nobody in the industry is a leader unless they have guaranteed that's true. Steve is renowned for his captivating storytelling, but now with Samuel L. Jackson teasing about revealing some secrets about Steve Harvey, speculation is rife about how Steve will navigate through this situation. Rumors are swirling about hidden skeletons in the closet and questionable sacrifices made for fame. The truth behind these speculations remains to be seen.